Today I'm at MK Precision Engineering in Milton Keynes. Like so many individuals over the last decade, Alan Carabine set this company up in 2011. His ambition to become a precision machining supplier to various industries, and today he has succeeded. Now his journey has taken place over the last few years with the help of Herco. This was one of his first machines that he purchased, which is the VM10U. This is a 5-axis machining centre, and one of the reasons he ventured into Herco, or using Herco, was the very fact that he knew they were reliable machines, but he also liked the kind of datum shift software that the machines even offered back then a few years ago. So this was his first purchase, which is the VM10U. I'm now going to move down to his second machine that he bought a year or so later, and this is a standard machining centre. Again, these are the old Herco style machines. This is the VM30. This is a 3-axis machining centre, and in talking to Alan, the reason he opted for this one was for the huge working envelope. He'd got the 5-axis machine where he'd got the small working envelope to be able to do small and complex parts, and then he needed something with a bigger working envelope, and that's where the VM30 came in. Then as the years unfolded, the business grew. He then went on to purchase this VM30i, which is obviously the new style VM machine being operated as we see it at the moment. And it's got the slightly newer control. And the VM30i has been a hugely popular seller for Herco. Now, we move on to the jewel in the crown. And in fact, I'm going to talk to Niall here. Niall, good afternoon. Thanks for seeing us today. This is the latest machine, the VMX30UI that you purchased here at MK Precision. When did it come in?
It came in about 18 months ago.
And yourself, how long have you actually been working here for the business?
4 years now.
And do you get involved in every aspect, from the programming, the operating, even the CAD/CAM side?
Yes, I do, yeah.
And this part on the table, have you actually been involved in that?
Yeah, I've programmed some of this, modifying.
And also, when we look at some of the differences now from this machine to the previous model that you've got here, the first generation VM10U, what would you say they are? Is it a faster machine, a better machine?
Yeah, it's definitely a better machine. It's faster. The controls have moved on a lot.
And did you actually buy this with a lot of options on it as well? Because the sort of part you're doing in there looks like wouldn't be easy to machine.
We have the wash down coolant, which saves machine maintenance, because it deals with the swarf a lot easier.
What about probing?
And the probing, yeah, is a lot automated. So.
Was there any differences with the tool change on this machine compared to the earlier models as well? Do you get more tools on it, or is that?
Yeah, we've got the 40 tool carousel.
And for you're a young guy. How do you find going about programming the Herco machines? I know you do a lot offline, but when it comes to the operation, is it pretty simple?
Yeah, it's hard to make mistakes on a Herco machine.
That's always good to hear. Thank you, Niall. I'm now going to move on to another machine, because it's not just milling, is it, you do here? I'm going to go and have a look at the lathe. So you can see here that over recent years, Herco have got heavily involved in the turning market as well. And this has been an introduction, or this machine was introduced into the range. I mean, every machine shop needs a lathe, and if you've got compatibility in controls, then what more can you ask? And I mean, what an endorsement for Herco's. The model of this machine is actually a TMA ICE. This is an 8-inch chuck machine. It is a straight 2-axis lathe, but it was introduced into the company just over a year ago to give them turning capability as well as milling. So now they have a complete machine shop when it comes to being able to do prismatic components and also turn bar. So I'm at MK Precision Engineering. This is a business that prides itself on producing precision components for various industries. Founded in 2011, a big believer in not only the service and the backup from Herco, but also the capabilities of their machines, hence the purchases or the significant investment, not just in the older generation machines, but the brand new 5-axis.